everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of one Kaldheim draft. All right, rare is Burgee, God of Storytelling, great card, and Harnfell, Horn of Bounty is also a great card, so happy to first pick that. You don't even have to be in a Boast deck for it to be good, because you just get extra red mana whenever you cast spells, which is cool. Other notable picks, not a ton actually. This pack is not that strong. I like the Valkyrie Sword. It's a good equipment. I like the Glade Warden. I like Gates of Isfel. I like Bounding Gold. I think Kennelmaster and Disciple are also playable. So is the Troll. I mean, there's plenty of playables in here, but nothing exceptionally strong. But Burgee is very good. All right, so follow-up pick. Could take the Reinforcements, could take the Omen Paths as our red cards. I don't think we're going to be doing that, so what's the strongest card in here? Well, Boreal Outrider is good, but it certainly wants you to be in a snow deck. There's Elven Bow, which I like. Really nothing too good in here. I mean, I could just continue with red and take the Reinforcements. Could just take a Lindworm. Probably never too early to take a Lindworm, right? That's what I always say. I guess we can. I really, or else I'm taking a Glacial Floodplain and playing a 5-color snow deck. I guess I could do that too. Whatever. We'll take the Floodplain. See what we get past. Ooh, Plow. Well, that's a fun card, but I want this Dwarven Hammer. I love this card. We'll see. If we wheel the Plow and get the Oxen on the wheel, we'll make the Plow deck. I swear, one of these days, I mean, you know how many drafts I put out. We're gonna make this deck work one of these days. But for now, we'll do the Dwarven Hammer. I love this card. Very good. Definitely moves us into more of an aggro direction. But that's fine. So we could take the Cavalry. We could take the Cinderheart Giant. There's an Iron Verdict. Could take the Snow Mountains. Not a lot of snow going on in red, however. And if I take Cavalry, you know, it's good. You can give haste to your 5/1 Trampley Hammer dude. Or Burgee. Probably continue to cut red. I mean, there's Iron Verdict in here, but we don't know if we're going to be red-white or what yet. I like the Arcanist. Trauger's playable. I like Masked Vandal, but certainly not taking the strongest card here, but we're figuring it out. So we could take Cole here, I guess. Like, it's cool with the Dwarven Hammer because it makes it so it's actually a 6/2 Trampler. I haven't played the Cole deck yet, so I'm kind of interested in it. Otherwise, there's Pup, which has good synergy with Burgee and is cheaper. I mean, there's a chance we could just end up mono red again, so Pup is a very good card for that archetype. Plus, already having Burgee, the fact that you can just play it for free, that's pretty good. I think we'll cut red. White does kind of appear to be open. All right, we can take the Ruined Crown, or we can take Run Amok. Well, the thing about Run Amok is it's definitely able to get into the deck. But the thing about Ruined Crown is it's very good if you end up getting some on-color runes. And the Rune of Sustenance and the Red Rune are quite good. But I think we're going to cut red. I think I can find other equipment and take the Run Amok for now, because I think we're on a good path to be aggressive. All right, so the white is coming around. We probably take the Shieldmate. Actually, I could take the Raptor. Raptor with, like, hammer. Yeah, you know what? Raptor's probably fine. We'll get the evasion, since these red cards aren't worth taking. So Master Scald is fine. Otherwise, I'm taking a Snow Plains. We don't really have any snow incentive. This, I guess, technically could work in the deck, but I don't really need that either. I guess we'll take Master Scald. I could get back a hammer. I don't really want to play any of it, to be honest. Maybe I'll just take the Snow Plains in case... I'm thinking in case we get like Frostbite or something. Might help. Warhorn Blast, maybe. Not likely to happen, but it's a possibility. All right, got the Cavalry. There's a Code Spell Cleric, but I don't really like it that much. It's a late Skimfar Shadow Sage, but alright. Guess we'll cut the white card. So we didn't get the Tormentor's Helm back. We don't need either of those cards. Alright, Oracle is playable. I felt like white was open. Someone else might have jumped into it too. We'll see. Ooh, Battle Mammoth. That's a good reason to be green. Because is there anything good in white or red here? Well, we have Bounding Gold, which is technically some removal we could use. I mean, Battle Mammoth is definitely good. But we'd have to abandon... I mean, we could easily abandon white. We have basically just 3 white cards, and none of them are that good. Alright, I'll take a Mammoth. See if green's open. I don't really like Bounding Gold all that much anyway, and Battle Mammoth is very strong, so the fact that you can play it for 4 mana is... I'm fine topping out at that. So we can take a Pup still. There's a Vandal. Rune Crown, but we'll take the Pup. We have the Run Amok already. We could get Mammoth Growth. And the fact that we've got Burgee makes the Pups quite a bit better with the Boast. Cavalry with the Battle Mammoth is quite good too. Well, Basalt Ravager is very good. Oh man, there's a Pack Mate in here too. We don't have that much creature consistency, but the fact that this kills blockers and gives you a 4/2 for 4 mana is pretty big upside. Plus, there's still a chance we end up mono red. There's a chance. Otherwise, Pack Mate would be a good pickup too. But I really like Ravager actually for a deck like this. I think getting a body down that kills something is very strong. All the Rune Crowns, none of the runes. I guess we'll take the Rune Crown. I just don't think we're going to need snow for anything. I mean, if I take it, maybe if we go down a green path with it, but no, I'll just, whatever. I'll take the Rune Crown, see if we find a rune. So, Slumber Mound's a great card. Oh man, it's in the Tormentor's Helm pack? I think we might actually go Helm over Slumber Mound, sadly, because there's still a chance we're mono red. And Helm is just such an important card for this archetype. I mean, you need the cheap equipment to move around on your little dudes so you can keep attacking. Don't need Open the Omen Paths. Guess we'll take a Sentinel that I'm not going to play. Because I don't think we're going to need to be green. I guess there's still a chance that we will, but we'll see. Like here, I guess we could take the Raider. Get another Pup. There's a Mammoth Growth here, but we'll take the Pup. I guess we're still kind of playable light. All right, I'll take the Raider here. This is a creature too, so really we got plenty of creatures. We don't have that much removal, but we have 4 Berserkers, which is good for the Ravager, which is sadly a wizard. Kind of feels like it would be a Berserker with a name like Ravager, but what do I know? And this is a Berserker too, so actually we have like 5 Berserkers. So I could take the Masked Vandal, but I think I'm actually going to take the Haggy Mob. I mean, Battle Mammoth is a really strong card, but I think I'll take the Champion in case we end up white. For now, I'd like to just stick to mono red if possible. We'll see if I even get that luxury. Cut the red. All right. Oh, Cosima, huh? Well, we can take a Pup. We can take the Packmate. I guess we can go Packmate. Over Pup is probably correct. And then we can play the Battle Mammoth, and I don't know about the Jasper Sentinel. Possibly. Alright, Tormentor's Helm. I think we want it. There's a Sigrid in here, which is good. But we'll take the Helm. I mean, these cheap equipment are going to be really good. I don't think Rune Crown's going to work out unless we see it, like, right now. Could take another Haggy Mob. I don't really like it, but there's nothing else here, so unless I go white, which we still can do. But I actually think our green might be better. We might not even need to play green still. I guess we'll see. Frostbite is cool. Highland Forest fixes, and we don't have enough snowlands to get full value out of Frostbite. And we don't have that much removal, so I could see the argument for taking Frostbite here, actually. We want some cheap removal, because we really aren't... We don't have a ton of ways to kill things, so... No green, no red. Guess we can take Braggart. Alright, we'll take the Pup here. Although, got 14, 15 creatures. Maybe I take the Pick then. Eyesight Troll. I don't think it's going to happen, but just in case they need it. Alright, Run Amok is good. I mean, if we don't have removal, Run Amok is what you want for a deck like this to keep attacking in. So, even though the reinforcements are good with the Ravager, I'd rather do Run Amok here. I mean, I'd also like to lower our curve on our creatures, but whatever. Can take the Vandal. I guess we're probably not doing Rune Crown, but we have more than enough. 2 Tormentor's Helm and a Goldvein Pick. We're doing good on equipment. Could take the... I mean, there's a chance we play the Revenge. It's good if you have Trample or something. Okay, so we need just basically, if we want to play 17 lands, I don't know if we do though. Well, I've got some options here. I can do the King Herald's Revenge. I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't think it's a great card, but we have 2 of them. How many creatures do we have? 15, 16 with the hammer. I mean, we can play 17. I don't think we need to, but I guess this can be card advantage. This draws a card. Battle Mammoth can draw. We have a couple. We have some 5-drops. We have some bow stuff. We have Immersturm Raiders. I guess we can do 17. So then our last card is probably like maybe a Revenge, try it out. This pack almost didn't come together. Or this deck rather, but I guess this is how we're going to have to do it. Barely any green, but we don't have any double red. But we do have more than like 3 times as much, so we probably do 7 green just to make sure we hit that red, because most of our spells are red. I guess this is double green. Yeah, and you want to cast that on turn 4. Alright. We might have to aggressively mulligan if we don't see the red in the opener, but I think this is how we're going to have to run it. I mean, it's got some cool elements for it, going for it. It's removal light, but yeah, I mean, Not much spot removal, but there is, what's the creature type? So we got 6 Berserkers, basically. All right. Should be enough to make Ravager a 4-mana 4/2 kill spell, hopefully. Yeah, there's some pros and cons to this deck, but this is what we got. This is how we'll run it. We'll see you round 1. All right, well, we got a keep here. So I could discard Haggy Mob if I wanted. Might discard Masked Vandal. Yeah, I think we'll discard Masked Vandal. Not that it's bad, I think it's good, but it's okay. Well, now we can do turn 3 Sentinel, turn 4 Haggy Mob. That's not bad. Ooh, that's a good draw. So we'll go Sentinel. So let's go Helm and equip Pup and get in for 2. So I could have done the Raider, but then they could have traded with the Berserker. So let's just do Sentinel here. And now we potentially have turn 4 Haggy Mob if we draw a land. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so we didn't get it, but not a big deal. Save themselves 1 damage. They must have a way to get it back, otherwise that's pretty not so good block. But getting the cavalry out is actually kind of nice, because now if we draw the land we can get the mob out and give it haste with the cavalry, so that's pretty good. Sure. Alright, so we got the land. So we're going to go Sentinel. I would snap block there if I was them. So otherwise I'm going to be able to boast kill it next turn. Wow, that's surprising actually. Wonder if they have I don't know what they have. Maybe they have a way to kill mobs so they don't care. Odd. Very odd. So I think what we do is equip the helm on the Raider. Could do the cavalry, actually. Yeah, that maybe makes more sense. Cavalry. They have something, huh? Alright, well. If it's demonic gifts, it comes back tapped. Oh, well, alright. Oh, we actually lost, I guess I'm okay with this. Guess we can divide our resources. We lost 3 decent spells there. I mean, Basalt Ravager currently only deals 2 damage to a target, but it's nice that it hits face too. That's important. So they do have Raise the Draugr, but doesn't really do all that much here. So I think we'll just move this here. Attack, ping that. Have to block, all right. Yeah, I guess we should have actually put it on the Haggy mob, because then they would have gotten drained for. I guess it would have ended up being the same amount. You know, even though they may have Elderfang Disciples to make me discard this, I can play everything in my deck, and I have another Immersturm Raider in here, so I'd like to be able to play that. All right, well, we got there. We'll see you for the next one. All right, it's a good hand. We get to go pop into Raider. I guess not discarding anything, which isn't great. Usually you want to... Raider as a Goblin Piker is not my favorite, but in a pinch, sometimes you need it. Ooh, well, maybe a change of plans now. Probably not, though. I probably still do the Raider. Now I kind of want to do the Tormentor's Helm. I think it actually makes sense to go... Alright, we'll just attack with the pop. Alright, well, yeah, I'll do Run Amok. That's fine. Basically, I mean, it's a good deal. We kill a Raptor, we deal damage to him. Next turn, we're going Foretell Mammoth plus Helm, which is fine. Burgie's good too, actually. That is nice. Well, first things first, we want to attack with this pup, so let's do the... Guess it doesn't matter. I think getting the Battle Mammoth down next turn is quite good. But getting Burgie down here is good too. It's tough to say what I like more. Because it kind of occupies 2 of our turns if I do Mammoth. Whereas if I play Burgie, next turn I can go Helm for free, equip it, plus Raider. How does that work? Burgie, next turn, Helm free, then I have 4 mana, play this, 2 mana, Foretell. Yeah, you know what? I actually think that's better. Especially since it kind of forces them to boast or deal with Burgie somehow, like Bound in Gold or something, which is fine if they do that. It still eats up their turn and opens me up for activated abilities and such. Alright, that's pretty sweet still. So, we're going to go Helm for free. We can go Raider. Yeah, I don't think we're doing that, because we don't need to. Equip here. Then next turn we can do Battle Mammoth. Alright, Yeah, I think the Burgee play was much better. Especially since we cast it and we get Frostbite mana to immediately kill the Raptor. Interesting. Alright. Well, Vandal's pretty sweet. I wish we had a creature in the yard. But that's okay. So I might Frostbite. I mean, I probably just Frostbite the Cleric. Because it lets us push damage through here. Actually, it might have been smarter to... I don't know if it actually matters now that I think about it, but... My thoughts were that if I let it trade with that Code Spell Cleric, then... I mean, it could go either way. They have to deal with our Mammoth or any of our stuff now, and anything they cast, we're just drawing cards, which is good. Yeah. They're not in a great position to race here either. So... I probably attack with both. And then I'm going to do the Vandal. To get rid of the Bounding Gold. So now we have 3 lethal creatures. Sure. Oh, they were off red that whole game, huh? Well, that's lucky for us. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, we got a good hand here. I like that King Herald's Revenge with Fearless Pup early on is actually pretty good. Maybe like a turn 3, we could just use it as a removal spell to potentially get some damage through. So turn 2, Tormentor's Helm, turn 3, Pick, and we're off to the races. Uh-oh, they have the Frostbite? That's too bad. So, gonna have to get to this Haggy mob, I think, in order to get there. I wasn't expecting that. Well, Cavalry's a good draw, so now we can go this with the equip. Then next turn we can King Herald's Revenge, we can run amok, we can pick. Options are there. Alright, well... I kind of like picking here, but King Herald's Revenge... You know what, let's just do the removal spell. I'm okay with that. It's like a shock plus a kill spell, not bad. Uh-oh, not Vault Slumber Mound. Berserker, huh? Yeah, and they have the 5 mana too, huh? That's gonna be pretty difficult to beat. Let's see how I do it. I think I basically just have to do pick plus equip. And hope they don't have removal from my cavalry. If they don't, then we have a chance. But if they do, then we're in pretty big trouble. Alright, not the worst. It ate up their turn, too. Alright, well, Battle Mammoth's a good draw, too, so... Definitely going to attack, and then we'll play the Cavalry plus Foretell the Battle Mammoth. That's actually pretty good. Actually, I guess I can just slam a Battle Mammoth here. It's also quite good. So they do have the Slumber Mound. No, they need the second green. They need the second green for the Slumber Mound right now, so that's cool. Still trying to race us here, though. Sure. So Jaspera Sentinel can do things, but we're just gonna get in there. So now we just go Sentinel, Cavalry. Then next turn I can play the mob. I guess it might have been smarter to yeah, I didn't think about that. If I had just done Cavalry, I could have kept the treasure and might have been better. Turns out to probably not matter, but we'll see. Well, I guess we take 10 then. Sweet. Alright, well, we beat Dragonkin Berserker. That's pretty cool. We'll see you for the next one. Alright, good hand here. Pop into Cavalry, maybe into Helm. Or Boasting, we'll see. Alright, opponent mulls to 6. Sentinel. Well, I guess it just occurred to me we don't have green mana, but that's okay. If we draw a green mana next turn, we can actually get a turn 4 Haggy Mob, which is always what you want your aggro deck to be able to do, huh? Perfect. We've been super lucky so far this game. Yeah, probably do this. And get in there, and then yeah, next turn we play the Haggy Mob, and we can give it haste as well with the Cavalry. Then we have the little boast target that could as well. Haggy Mob's not a bad card. I just don't know where it fits exactly. This is maybe the best archetype for it, because you've got an element to ramp into it. But at that point, would you rather just have like a Grizzled Outrider, maybe? It's possible. So, yeah, I think we're just going Haggy Mob here and giving it haste. They can crack back with Faithful and get the lifelink, but they have to kill our Haggy Mob, or else we're just going to ping it next turn. So, like, they could take 5 here. They could smash back with Faithful, but then they immediately have to remove Haggy Mob, or else we're just going to boast and kill the Faithful next turn. So, yeah. I'm okay with this, too. Well, milling 2 lands is kind of good for us. We don't need those. I mean, I guess technically we might need those, but I'd say we're looking pretty good right now. Glittering Frost and Vengeful Reaper, sure. So I guess we attack with everything. We'll boast the Haggy Mob and boast the pup. I could have given Trample to Haggy Mob, but I'd rather keep the Run Amok around. Especially with that Fearless pup, I think it's better. So they are just a land away from the Skimfar Elder Hall now. So they can kill the pup with a land. Which is not the end of the world still. It's okay. And they lose a land. And we still have good attackers with a Tormentor's Helm. So it really isn't the end of the world if they have the land plus the Skimfar Elder Hall. Sure. This is fine too. Ooh, King Harald's Revenge. Well, that's a good one too. They're at 10 life. So we can do King Harald's Revenge plus Run Amok. I'm trying to think if I have lethal. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we definitely have lethal. Do I have to play the Revenge is the question. Or can I just attack with everything and do Run Amok? Or do I definitely want to do both? I mean, if I do both, it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're going to prevent 4 of it, so that they go to 4. I'm wondering if I want to just boast instead and just use the Run Amok. I guess we'll just do the Run Amok plus boast, I think. I think that's the best. And I think if they do Elder Hall now, we still have lethal because we'll go Revenge on the Cavalry, make it a 4/4. This is if they kill Pup. And I can re-equip the helm on it too. So they have to block it. They take 1 from that. Plus they're going to take trample damage. So that's not the worst. I feel as though they have to use the Elder Hall. So this is kind of what we were expecting. We're still okay. Yeah, so now we just go this plus this, and that should do it. All right, sweet. We'll see you for the next one. All right, oh, we got a good keep here. Both colors, we got a pack mate. I guess if we don't rip land, would I prefer to do the pack mate first? Probably now, yeah. I mean, Raider actually puts a body on the board and still lets me potentially draw a land. That might actually be better, I'm not sure. I think we actually do Raider here. I know it seems weird, but I'm going to dump... I think I actually dump the Cavalry, because what am I doing next turn? Next turn I'm doing the Battle Mammoth. And we want that 4th land, because next turn it's Battle Mammoth. And I can probably afford to keep all my more expensive things. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. So then we can go potential turn 4. Yeah, so we'll do this and pass. I mean, it could have attacked, but I think they would have blocked, so... Like, if I was in that situation, I would block. Against an aggro deck, yeah. But next turn we can go Battle Mammoth into Haggy Mob or Dwarven Hammer. Yeah, now we're gonna start busting out the fatties here. Turn 4, 5, and 6 fatties is pretty good. This is the second Seize the Spoils I've seen. Unexpected. No attacks. Well, that's unexpected. Let's do the Battle Mammoth and pass. I mean, I could have attacked with Raider, but they would have blocked. That's why they kept him back. So I'd much rather just... Let's just get the big man down. Now, if they target our stuff, we draw cards, which is great. Because Battle Mammoth's a great card. Haggy Mob actually looks really good here with the Boast. Because then we can attack into the Raven and ping it down with the Mob. Doesn't really matter what they cast there. We're drawing a card, so... Yeah. So, choices here. I think I actually do the Mob. I mean, I can attack. I'm just going to do Mob. Mob makes more sense to me. I could have had a follow-up play there, which would have been good, but like getting Mob down here just seems so much better to me. Especially if they play like a Lindworm or... I mean, I guess it's worse for Bergstrider, but it's okay. Not a huge deal. What do we want to do? Wait. Oh, they didn't have a Snowland? Wow. Well, that's... It's going to make things tougher for them. Let's go, just attack with the Mob. Run amok. And then we'll follow up with the Packmate to draw. Yeah, it's pretty good. So they do have Slumber Mound mana? No, not yet. They need one more and then they have Slumber Mound mana, something I'll have to keep in mind. They paid full price for that squash. You really forget how much worse Bergstrider is without the snow. Still certainly playable, but man, does that snow ability really just put it over the top at common. Sure. Well, that's not very intimidating, so I like that. Wait, so that's interesting. They could have used, that is interesting. They could have used the Slumber Mound, they chose not to. Alright. Well, we can attack with Mob plus Packmate, and then just start dropping a bunch of dudes, I guess. Six mana, so... Really? Oh. Take advantage of that. And then we'll... So I can't do the Dwarven Hammer now, but that actually doesn't matter. We'll just do Cavalry. I wish it had boasted with different mana. I could have played 2 pups here, but I auto-tapped, so my bad. So I could have had 2 pups, which actually would have been relevant here. Sure. Not really a big deal. We still are going to be able to drop a Dwarven Hammer and have a good attack here. Last card's the Harbinger. So, I mean, I can Raider away the Vandal. Really don't think it's necessary, though. So probably just do this on a pup and get in there. And boast. This kind of does... This does the most damage without actually costing me anything either. I mean, next turn I can pretty easily swing with everything, and I don't think their blocks look great. Ravager 2, and I have 2 Berserkers. I mean, why don't we... Let's see, I pinged them for 2. I can go Raider plus Ravager and ping them for 3. I think we actually just attack with everything. Because I can boast my pups, so this is most worth our time. Especially since the pup has trample. That's how they're blocking? I mean, I don't even boast if this is what they do, because then I just follow up with Ravager. Yeah, alright. We'll see you for the next one. Alright, this hand we're going to mulligan. This one we'll keep. And I guess we'll dump the Jespera Sentinel. Considering we don't have any green. So we'll probably go, I guess, pup into Cavalry, into either Helm or Run Amok. At least it was a good mulligan. Ooh, Burgee, that's a good one too. Especially if I rip another land. Then I can give it haste as well, and then our Tormentor's Helm is actually free to cast. Burgee is a sweet card. It's a deceptively good card. That ability is very strong. So we got our 3rd land, which is good. They do have snow there. I probably still just do Burgee. That's actually surprising. Pretty happy to see that. So, if I had cast Burgee and given it haste, they would have blocked, so it's probably better that I did it that way. They were playing around a run amok, which I did have, but I had no intention of casting it, even if they had blocked. So what's cool is we can play the Helm for free, equip Burgee with it, attack into the Priest, and at that point they're going to have to block. And then we can run amok, and I guess I'm willing to kill the Priest at that point. We'll see. Alright, so play the Helm for free. And equip it on Burgee. And I guess we can attack here. I mean, we're kind of we're really telegraphing run amok here, which is okay. It's not a big deal. They don't seem to really care, so I'm okay with that too. Can't do anything with the extra mana. I could move the Tormentor's Helm, but I can double boast with Pup now because of Burgee too, but that also is kind of irrelevant when we've only got 3 mana. Alright, so they blow up the Helm wisely. Ravager is good, I just cannot cast it yet. So I've only got Berserker and Wolf so far, huh? Alright, well. That's actually okay with me too. It's going to keep us off cavalry here, but yeah. That makes sense. So we could boast, or we can play the cavalry. They're at 10. If I don't, Ravager only hits for 1, because we don't have any similar creature types. 2 extra damage is significant here, but I do feel like I want to put more on the board. So I think I'm just going to deal the 1 and then play the cavalry. Wish I could do a little bit more, but as long as Ravager can ping for 2, I think that should be useful for us. So they can get another snow land, which puts basically just the cavalry at risk now, which isn't so bad. They've only shown us 2 colors so far, which is odd for Path of the World Tree as well. Pac-Man, okay. So they're looking pretty good now. I probably attack with the pup. And if they double block, I'll just kill the pack mate. Wish I had a little bit more creature type consistency, but I don't. Got dwarves, wolves, gods, and giant wizards, and that's it. So we'll attack with the pup here. I think they probably block with the priest anyway. But I'm just going to have to be okay with killing priest, I think. I'm going to have to settle for killing priest. Or like I said, they could double block, in which case I'll kill the pack mate. Snakeskin Veil, I guess. Alright. Well, they got us pretty good there, but, I mean, I didn't really have too much of a play this turn anyway, so... So at this point, I guess we just play the Ravager and hit them for 2. Could have blocked with Burgee and Axguard Cavalry, but I don't really like that plan. Ooh, Burning Rune Demon, that's a strong one. So my guess is going to be a Lindworm and then like some Mythic. That would be my guesses. Close, very close. So opponent chooses one of them. You put it in your hand, the other into your graveyard. So they can have the Realm Eater, I guess. I mean, Lindworm seems more likely that we would lose. But I'm not sure how we beat the Burning Rune Demon anyway. But for now, we'll do Pack Mate. And get a land. I guess we pass. Alright, so we're going to double block the pack mate. Can't afford to take too much more damage here, so... Can't really play around combat tricks when we're getting bashed in the air for 6 every turn. Can't afford to take 10 here. Sure. So we'll take 6 in the air and lose both of our dudes. Should have pre-combated this Seraph, and then you would have gotten 2 counters on it. Why not play, why do you refuse to play Seraph? I mean, I like that. I mean, we're still easily going to lose this, but it's just surprising to me. That's just not the way I would have done it. If they played the Seraph, they actually would have gotten 3 counters on it, which is pretty nuts. It would have been a build your own Lindworm without the life gain, of course. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, got a good keep here. Frostbite, Cavalry, Raider, got the Haggy Mob. Guess I'm not quite ready to play the Raider yet, though maybe I should be. I don't need to discard any of these cards. Sometimes a Goblin Piker just has to be good enough. Though typically it's not. I think you still play Cavalry first. That's sweet. I guess we do Packmate, actually. I don't know. That's tough. When you're Packmate fits weird in an aggro deck. Because are you supposed to just cast it for 4, or are you supposed to get it down on turn 3? I don't know the answer to that. They don't have any snowlands, so I'm a little bit less inclined to want to Frostbite, but we'll see. We'll see if I regret it. I'm probably gonna Frostbite, but we'll see. All right, so now we can Frostbite. That's good. That worked out better anyway. Can't untap it. Now we can go get in, and I guess Cavalry. Might actually do the Raider, discarding the Cavalry, because then it gives us a higher chance of getting that Haggy Mob next turn, so we can give that hastiness, which is good. Recluse, not that big of a deal. It is 4 here, though. I guess at this point we just smash with everything. And then we'll slam a Haggy Mob post-combat. No use in giving it haste when... Could have saved my Packmate, but I'd rather just get the mob. So, they don't have Lindworm mana. Spella, not too intimidated by that. I guess Pup threatens the most damage here. Don't have enough red to do the Haggy Mob boast as well, but that's okay. Sweet. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, it's a good keep. Pup into Cavalry to run amok. Might actually do the Raider. Well, probably the Cavalry into the Raider if I don't draw a land, discarding the Vandal. I could see that being good. Alright, well, now we don't necessarily have to. But, whatever. Do the Cavalry for now. Probably still okay with ditching a Vandal. Vandal's basically just fluff in here. It's got that, it's got Ravage, it's got Basalt Ravager synergy. Firewalker, that's a good one. Oh, let's see. Guess we just attack and then probably play second Cavalry. Could do the Raider discarding the Vandal too. I mean, Vandal doesn't do that much here. I'll probably do this. I mean, I could discard the Cavalry as well, in case. Yeah, it might actually make more sense. Well, no white mana. That's nice. Let's see if they have run amok. Not a huge deal if they do. Alright, that's fine. We take some damage, we lose a card. Next turn, we can give haste to a Haggy mob, so that's pretty good. Firewalker's a great card. I think it's at its best in the middle of a game where you have enough mana. Let's see. I guess here we're just gonna go mob. Let's see. Okay, so we'll leave a hasty here and just get in here. And that way we can kill next turn with run amok as long as we can live here. So Demon Bolt's not good enough. Frost Bolt is not good enough. We'll block the Broken Brow. Sure. Demon Bolt? Okay, okay. Well, in that case, we're gonna take it. Alright, sweet. So we ended up going 7-1 with this deck. Pretty surprising. I mean, we definitely got a couple victories straight up off the back of Battle Mammoth, of course. So good. But, yeah, pretty sweet. Alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.